What is up, you guys? Happy Folklore Friday. I'm your host, Susan Morad, and how are you all feeling after last night's surprise release? I know a lot of us here at Clever were up late listening, and I'm pretty sure you guys were too. And just when we thought there weren't any Taylor Swift Folklore Easter eggs, the Swifties came through with both clues in the lyrics and how she hinted at the new album before the official announcement. Let's start with the clues from before she dropped the album. We'll get into some of the lyrics in a little bit. While it seemed like Taylor just announced this album out of absolutely nowhere, in hindsight, some fans realized she was actually dropping clues for us all along. I mean, are we really surprised? This person took us back to her post from April the 27th, where she wrote, "Not a lot going on at this moment." This fan pointed out that this was totally an Easter egg, writing, quote, "This was a f***ing Easter egg. There are 8 words in the caption, and it was posted on 4/27, which flips to 7/24, which is July 24th, aka Folklore." Another fan found another classic Taylor hint, which in hindsight makes total sense, but none of us saw this coming, okay? They wrote, "Holy lucky number 13. Taylor Swift will release her 8th studio album tomorrow, July 24th, which is 7/24. 7 plus 2 plus 4 equals 13. She named it Folklore, which has 8 letters in it saying it's her 8th album. Isn't she genius? Say no and don't ever talk to me." She's definitely a genius. And this fan is clearly very good at math. Alright, these next few might be a little bit of a stretch, but Twitter and Tumblr have been going off, so let's talk about them. As we have seen now, many of Taylor's folklore pictures show her with 2 pigtail buns on each side of her head. Some fans believe that a picture Taylor posted of cinnamon buns she baked in May was foreshadowing the hairstyle she would later wear for her new album's photo shoot. And while we're down this rabbit hole, other fans think there might have been a folklore Easter egg in the Lover music video. I'm not sure that this one is true because Taylor revealed in her Instagram captions that she wrote this entire album in isolation these past few months, but hey, an Easter egg is an Easter egg these days. At the 3:40 mark of the Lover music video, the camera zooms out to show 7 rooms of different colors that correlate to the colors of Swift's first 7 albums: Taylor Swift, Fearless, Speak Now, Red, 1989, Reputation, and Lover. And some fans noticed that a small white and grey room in the middle of the house could have been a folklore Easter egg. Okay, and the last pre-release folklore clue we're going to talk about before getting into the song and the music video is that some fans think that Jo Alwyn may have co-wrote some of the songs on the album. In her post, she revealed that a writer named William Bowery co-wrote 2 of her songs from Folklore, but fans were quick to realize that there is no information on a songwriter with that name. And it gets better. Additionally, Taylor and Jo actually met at the Bowery Hotel in New York City. This fan tweeted saying, quote, "Guys, William Bowery is none other than our very own Jo Alwyn. William is his great-grandfather's name, and Bowery is a hotel in New York. I'm attaching receipts. Cardigan tonight." And this person hilariously shared these photos, writing, quote, "Nils Joberg and William Bowery." Yep, that's the tweet. Alright, speaking of Jo, that brings us to the lyrics. So let's talk about the album itself now that it's actually out. There are some fans on Twitter that actually think Jo and Taylor could have split up based on some of the lyrics in the album. I mean, there are some questionable lines like "waking up alone, but we were something," don't you think so? But you guys, it totally could be about a past experience, and Taylor even noted in one of her Instagram captions that some of these songs are written from the perspective of different characters, including people she's never met, people she wishes she never met, and people she's known. She also called the album, quote, "a collection of songs and stories that flowed like a stream of consciousness." Some of these songs could be stories that aren't even about her, and there are also definitely some songs about love on the album. I mean, we've all listened to Invisible String by now. But that didn't stop some fans from worrying that she and Jo broke up. One person tweeted saying, quote, "Wait, did Taylor Swift and Jo break up? Some of these lyrics are giving me major breakup vibes. Either way, I'm 1000% listening to this album on repeat." Another fan wrote, "I don't know, maybe I'm not listening right, but did Taylor Swift and Jo Alwyn break up?" And this person chimed in tweeting, "Am I the only one who seems to think that Taylor Swift's released album songs are all about breakups? And that she had gone over it? Wait, is she telling us Jo and her are over? Because I am not mentally prepared at all. Taylor Swift, my god, your lyrics are..." But other fans came to the rescue, reiterating what I said earlier, writing, quote, "She said in her post these songs aren't just about her own experiences. They were about people she'd never met. She's just telling stories. And Jo liked a post of hers today. I'm not worried." And Jo has in fact been liking Taylor's photos since she announced the album, which is definitely something considering they are a really private couple. Fans fans might have just been getting a little ahead of themselves on that one. Another reason why it doesn't seem likely that Taylor and Joe split up is because people also think the song Invisible String is about their relationship. If you listen closely to the lyrics, when Taylor talks about their 3-year anniversary, showing him around Nashville, and it seems like they are stronger than ever. Taylor sings, quote, "Gold was the color of the leaves when I showed you around Centennial Park. Hell was the journey, but it brought me heaven." In that same song though, fans think Taylor may have alluded to her ex Joe Jonas and his wife Sophie Turner. This fan wrote, "Taylor Swift seemingly refers to Joe Jonas in Invisible String lyrics, revealing that she bought presents for Joe and Sophie's baby. For the boys who broke my heart, now I send their babies presents." Now that's an Easter egg I can get on board with. It seems like the song is all about the broken path that leads you to the person you are supposed to be with, and how, while you didn't know it, there was an invisible string tying you together all along. And Joe Jonas clearly was a part of Taylor's journey. We all remember that whole breaking up with her over the phone in 25 seconds when she was 18 thing. Sophie has also previously shared that she's a T Swift fan, and the two of them appeared together on the Graham Norton show in 2019. Anyway, those are some stories for another day. Let's move on to another clue fans have found in some of the folklore lyrics. We all know that Taylor Swift is close with Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, and now some people think that Taylor actually revealed the name of Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' baby on her new album. Blake and Ryan have famously kept the name of their third child private, since the baby was born back in fall of 2019. But the Swifties might actually be onto something with this one. The song Betty does feature lyrics that say the names of Blake and Ryan's other two children, Inez and James. And so fans think Betty is the name of their third child. One person tweeted saying, quote, "Inez, James, is Betty a song for Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' third baby girl, whose name we don't know yet?" Another fan wrote, "The way that Taylor used the names Inez and James in Betty, because those are the names of Blake and Ryan's children. She really does love those kids." And this person chimed in saying, quote, "I just realized that Blake Lively's daughters are called James and Inez, so is Betty her youngest daughter name?" Sources have confirmed to People magazine that the fans are right about Betty being the name, but Blake, Ryan and Taylor haven't said anything about the name yet. And I mean, it's definitely possible. Hey, that would be so cool to have a Taylor Swift song named after you before you even turn 1. Goals. Okay, now let's quickly chat about the Cardigan music video. Along with dropping a surprise album, Taylor blessed us with a music video for the second track on the album. And of course, there are some Easter eggs buried in the video. While some fans think Taylor and Joe broke up, others think this music video may hint that they actually got married during lockdown. Taylor wears a flowy white dress for the entire video, and after her album Lover hinted at wedding vows, some people think this was a sign that she may be married. The song lyrics also mention finding the right fit, saying, quote, "And when I felt like I was an old cardigan under someone's bed, you put me on and said I was your favorite." Others have also found parallels between parts of Taylor's video and parts of Harry Styles' video for his song Falling. And interestingly enough, the video did drop while fans were also celebrating the 10-year One Direction anniversary. Could be nothing, could be something. There are other little Easter eggs in the video, like the clock hands being at 1 and 3 for her lucky number 13, and a photo of her grandfather. And aside from all the Easter eggs and clues, which we could literally talk about for hours, fans are just absolutely loving the album. They are sharing their love and support for Taylor and this beautiful piece of art on social media, and I know I'll be listening to it all weekend. Obviously, we couldn't get to all the Easter eggs, but let me know if there's any that you found in the comment section below. And also, for more Taylor Swift and folklore news, you can click right over here for another clever video, and then be sure to let me know if you have a favorite track and what your initial thoughts are on the album. I'm your host, Susan Morad. Happy Folklore Friday. I'll catch you later.